This coming October will mark my 9 months into my half sabbatical, and I just wanted to give like a progress update on how it's going and some major lessons I've learned along the way, and just to share how things have been in this 9 months. Now you may be wondering, what is a half sabbatical? It's basically me just cutting my work by half so that I have time to reflect and to recalibrate my mind, my body, my nervous system, where I'm going, and also to reflect if where I'm heading to is where I want to be at. Yep, welcome to my 10th month update of my half sabbatical. So cutting work by half obviously means I get to finish work earlier and I get to head out when the sun is still bright and enjoy some vitamin D, which previously I really did not. And like by cycling, we were able to kind of really disconnect from connectivity, like social media, the screen and whatnot. I was surprised at how nourishing it felt and how much it did for my mental state and nervous system. And I think that's why I'm so addicted to it. Like I love doing it. Hey, is this? No?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Why does it make you go one round? I think if I had to sum up the whole experience or the biggest lesson that I learned during this sabbatical into one point, I actually feel like this children's story called You Are Special, which is written by this author called Max Lucado. This story kind of encapsulates my journey when I was doing my half sabbatical. It's basically a story about woodworker who creates a group of small wooden people. And these wooden people, they're like alive, like think Pinocchio. And these wooden people would actually go around day to day and label each other with gold or grey stickers. So gold stickers obviously are like the good things, talented, beautiful, impressive. And then the grey stickers are things that like, oh no, you're not that great, like you're basic. So there is this wooden character called Nello. Okay, I'm going to call him Nello for short. And he had a lot of grey dots, so he felt very worthless. And one day he chanced upon another character, a wooden girl, who had no stickers at all on her body. And he was curious and he asked her like, how come you don't have any stickers, on your body at all? And she said, oh, that's because I spent a lot of time with Eli, the woodcarver. So the woodcarver, the one who created all these little wooden people. Nello decides to go and visit Eli because he wants to get rid of his stickers too. And when he goes see Eli, Eli is like, oh, every day I've been hoping you are coming. Come on in, let's chat, let's spend time together. And the more Nello spent time with Eli, his grey stickers started to lose its stickiness. It started to fall off. And Eli would say to Nello like, you are special and I created you, I designed you, I made you, and I made no mistakes. So every time Nello spends time with Eli, he is reminded that the woodcarver, Eli, created him and designed him with thoughtfulness, with design, and with love. This story really encapsulates what I experienced, and I felt like it was one of the most pivotal points in my half sabbatical, that I realized that I could strip away everything, and that even if I achieved nothing in my career, I'm still loved, I'm still worthy, and I'm still cherished. I work out of a place of fullness rather than a place of scarcity or fear of not being good enough or being worried that people will not like me. And I think that really helped to shape and reshape my identity and relationship with work. I think sometimes people don't like it if you come to this conclusion that you can feel so secure about your work. And I'm not saying that I'm like, wow, super secure now, you know. I still need to constantly remind myself, which is why I want to make this video so that it can be a reminder of this lesson that I learned and I don't ever want to forget it. And I think sometimes people want you in that state of fear and lack because it's easier to get the most out of you and to work your way to validation, achievement, and success and love. So spending that time away from the situation of having stickers on you. And I think that whether the stickers that are placed on you are gold or grey, it doesn't matter because to me, it both felt heavy. Whether it was a good sticker or a bad sticker, it just felt suffocating, and detaching myself from work, of work being so strongly tied to my self-worth, was something I felt I couldn't do without slowing down. When they talk about scams, right, and in order not to fall into a scam, scams capitalize on your urgency, your fear, and when you slow things down, it allows you to see the scam clearer and to realize the logic and the intent behind a scam. And I feel like slowing down, I was able to see the scam that I was falling into. Like I knew something wasn't right, but I just couldn't quite put my finger on it, or I didn't know how to change it. And I knew that I had to change my mindset and my attitude towards work. It caused me a lot of stress. But then I saw somebody like go through a situation where they were so stressed that it caused them to be sick. And yet this person actually doesn't work in the corporate sense. And so then I realized that, is it really the work? Yes, I believe that sometimes at work with some people, it causes us a lot of stress. But sometimes it is also we succumb because of our shared identity and shared belief system and view towards work. So that was something I felt I needed to change, and I needed to recalibrate and go back to the values that were important to me. Yeah, so I don't know if this is a topic that you guys are interested in, and if I'm just rambling too much, just skip through all this chatter. But if it's something that you would like me to talk a lot more about, feel free to let me know in the comments, and we can always continue this conversation in another video. I made this video because I hope I never forget this lesson, because sometimes when we turn back on the jet, it's easy to get sucked up in this like relentless hustle, and that's not what I want at all. I don't like living in a loop. I don't like facing the same problems over and over again. I don't like that, okay? But that has been something that I feel made the most significant change in my life at this age. It's like I knew, at the back of my head, I knew this all along, but it was just very hard to implement it when you are constantly hearing things from other people, and there are things that you had to unlearn and unpack that you didn't realize were there. You know, like being fearful that you fall short with your work, or making mistakes, or like not being good enough. You know, all these things, for me, I had to dig deep to realize like where were these insecurities coming from. I'll end with a quote by John Steinbeck that says, "And now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be good." Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Follow for more adventures and conversations about that introvert life.